Hello and welcome to episode 130 of my Wurm Unlimited tutorial series. I wonder if I'll live to get to 130. Anyway, this episode will be on building some internal walls and a door. You may be asking, why on earth, Gamester, are you covering this? Well, this episode is dedicated to Joey, because he left a comment asking a question on this very subject. Thank you, Joey, for leaving a comment, for asking a question, for watching my Wurm series, and for giving me some of your precious time and enabling me to make this episode. Thank you very much for all of that. And thank you to all of the rest of you that are still watching my Wurm series. Not only are you keeping it alive, but also it's lovely for me to have company while I play one of the games I truly love, as I'm sure most of the rest of you do by now. Your support is very much appreciated. Okay, so let's get to it. For this demonstration, I will be making wooden walls and a wooden door, so I will not need a trowel, which is for stone buildings. Remember that. I could have done stone or I could have done wood, but the question was about how do we make internal walls and doors. So I'm not going to worry about the details of the different materials. I've covered that in the episode where I built a house. This episode is specifically on building walls and doors, inner walls and doors. So here's some information on it. Inner walls, and this, you see, I should have a little drum roll really in my series for when something important is going to be said by me. I know it don't happen often, but occasionally I do have something relevant and important to say, and on this subject here's something very important. Inner walls can only be planned once all, and I do mean all, of the exterior walls of a house are complete. To plan inner walls you will need to activate a mallet or a trowel, so mallet for wood, trowel for stone. Right click a tile border inside the house and select plan inner wall. On the wall, so then don't worry, I'm going to demonstrate this. On the wall, plan select a wall type and continue to build. So Joey, this is very important for you to know if you wish to build internal walls and windows and doors. You must complete all of the exterior walls and doors to your house before you will be allowed to make walls inside. So hopefully now that is all very clear, or to put it another way, hopefully that is crystal to y'all. Okay, so we got the ground floor here. We've got, oh, what am I doing? We got the up floor here. I have decided to do this demonstration in this house because it was built by a Roman, and what a funny, nice guy he is. Anyway, so I've chose Roman's house that he built for me. Thank you very much, Roman. I'm going to do inner walls and a door. I don't know how many rooms up here at some point, but for this exercise, for this demonstration, because I've got all of the materials that I'm going to need, remember, for each wall, door or window, you need 20 planks and 1 large nail. This is for wooden. For stone, you need bricks and mortar, but again, I'm not going to go over that. That was a previous episode on building a stone house. This is just specifically on doing walls and doors. Okay, so we need 20 planks in the large nail. So let's plan our first one. So what we have to do this process of an internal wall, once all your external walls and doors are done, then you activate your mallet, because I'm doing wood, and providing you've got to make sure you've got some materials in your pocket, as you can see there, Then what you do, go to the tile border, because think about it. How are you going to do internal walls? Well, it's the same as digging and everything else. It's done on the tile borders. So I'm going to put one wall there and a door there. So let's do that. You need to stand on the tile that you're going to do it on. Activate your mallet, right click the tile border and plan wall. Okay, you plan a wall for Gamesters Retreat. Okay, let's say you plan a wall, or let's do one here as well. So again, I'll select the tile border and go to plan wall. Okay, so I've got two walls. You see now the beams put across. Let's say though, okay, you're planning out the internal walls and doors of your house and you think, oh dear, I didn't really want that there, I've totally messed that up. Well, just simply find the tile border, right click and remove plan here, and it will take it away. See, now it's gone. So let's put it back, right click, plan wall. Okay, now that we have that done, we right click on that wall and we do build. And this is because you may have been asking previously, well wait a minute, we wanted to do a door, why are you only getting walls to plan? Patience. Patience is a virtue that Wurm is gonna slap into you. So you first have to plan, then you can decide what type of wall, door or window you want, and there's loads. Now I want to say a huge thank you to Rainstorm, because she gathered all of the materials for me in order to do this episode and demonstration. So thank you very much, Rainstorm, you're a real sweetie pie. Okay, so let's go then. We're going to do a wooden wall here, nothing elaborate. You can, that's not the purpose of this episode, is to get all flash on you. You know I'm not a flash person. I'm the most down to earth person you're gonna see. Okay, we'll just select wooden wall. Left click that. And you see, providing you've got the materials, it's now created the first part of our wooden wall plan. We next would need to right click and add it to the crafting window. Or there is an option to continue wall. I'm going to add it to the crafting window because it shows us the materials that we need. So it's used the one large nail in the first process of building this, and now we need 19 more planks, so we'll drop the planks in there. And am I going to need to add my mallet? Woo, it's been years, well not years, but it's been months since I've done this. I'm guessing, I don't think it'll let me continue. No, so I need to put the tool in there. So let's just quickly find my mallet. There it is, drop that in there. Yeah, you see, this is what Wurm do, it's slapping me right now. Let's remove that, let's just start over. So I could do continue wall, which is happy with, but I also want to show you the other way. Okay, so let's add to the crafting window. And I think it's because I didn't, no it's not, I don't need to select the plank, wooden wall. Whack that up. Oh, I know I'm doing something silly. Look, you know, when you record episodes and series, there's lots of stuff. I'm not going to make excuses. All right, I'm being a plonker. Give me a moment. I'm having a moment. I get a lot of them. The older I get, the more frequent they come. So I'm just going to have this moment now to realise what I am doing so stupidly. There's the wall. That's unfinished. Wooden wall. It's, what am I doing? Needed tool in crafting window. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to put the tool there, I think. In that one. Yay, there we go. You see, you might be laughing at me right now saying, you idiot, we can always rely on you for your incompetence, but trust me, as you'll get older, you're going to go the same way as the gamester. Although, you know what, I feel still 20 years old. Why do I feel 20 years old? Because I'm playing games. Keeps you young. Anyway, let's just keep spamming this and get this wall built. Anyway, it shows a good purpose. I don't ever want you to think I am some person who's perfect at doing anything. The only thing I will ever admit to is being human. And to err, my friends, is to be human. And I'm proud to be human. So anyway, no, it serves a good purpose in tutorials to make mistakes. If you run through a tutorial and you get everything right, then the person watching is going to learn very little. Whereas if you make mistakes, and admittedly, yes, I make a lot of mistakes, not on purpose, but I love making them mistakes because it allows you to see, oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Or it allows you to think, well, yeah, he's an idiot, so I'm much better than him. I don't mind y'all thinking you're better than me. You 99.9% of you are better than me. But it's good to make mistakes. Right, so there's our wall. I'm making a bedroom, by the way. This would be my little bedroom. So we want a door here, otherwise how am I going to get into bed? So we're going to need, you guessed it, another 20 planks. So I've got nails. In fact, I can put 3 of them back, or put them all back, and just drag out 1 large nail, because that's all we're going to need. And we're going to need 20 more planks. There we go. Right, okay, time to make so that's an internal wall. Yes, I flaffed around. You're used to that by now. Okay, next we do an internal door. So, same process again. Activate your wooden mallet. Go to the tile border, which I've already designed a wall plan. So now we right click, go to build, and we're choosing wooden door. I could go for something elaborate. I'm just going to stick with the basics. There you go, it's going to use up 1 nail and 1 plank. Now we right click. Remember, you can either do continue door, but it's far easier to add to the crafting window, and drag and drop your tool. Oh, this time it's put it in there for me. You see, you see that right there? That is Wurm 100%, right? Okay. Now, it didn't put the mallet in for me when I did that first wall. Why? Because it needed to give me a slap. It needed to give me a kick in the privates and a dozen slaps. Because it knew I'd forgotten I'd need to put the tool in there. It knew I was going to drop the planks in there. And it knew once I did that, that's going to throw me and I'm going to get in a right awful mess. So, welcome to Wurm. This time, however, it knows I've remembered now. It knows I know what to do, so it's put it in there automatically for me. It's not gonna slap me because I'm aware of it wanting to slap me. So it's backed off. It's skulking around outside, waiting for me to have to show you something else. And then it'll come up from behind with a mallet and slap me on the head with it. Anyway, I'm drifting. So to do this, to finish this door, what we now do is right click, add to crafting window, like we've got there, and now we just continue. So I'll whack that up. Providing you've got the 19 planks, you'll be able to finish it. And we'll have ourselves a nice door. So let's keep spamming this. See, those of you on Wurm Online, you wouldn't be able to do this spamming business because it'd be draining so much of your stamina and all sorts, and be going much slower. That's the thing with being on a private server. You can spam. I just need some eggs. Oh, we even get the sound. See, it's going too quick for us to normally hear the sound, but because I'm spamming and it's now taking longer to build, you're getting the chance to hear. And you've got to love that. When you're on a public server and you hear that hammering in the distance, you know that that's trouble coming to town at some point, because you're either going to get in a land issue with them, or they're not going to like you cutting the trees down or cutting some grass. You know, you and them are going to become adversaries at some point. So when you hear that hammering a nail, you know that doom follows. Anyway, let's finish this door and stop waffling. And there we go. Well, it's okay me waffling as long as I'm actually doing something. I couldn't do nothing else then, could I? So here we are. Okay. We have an internal wall and an internal door. And of course, I can now make another wall going across here to make this another room. But really, you want to make rooms that are a decent size. So let's take a look at another type of wall, internal wall. So I'm going to need 20 more planks. And this is for Rainstorm, because she said to me to demonstrate another type, so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Rainstorm, for mentioning it to me, so I would do it. Okay, right, so what we're going to do here is an arch, because that's what she mentioned. So, same process, select our mallet, right click the tile border, remember it's the border of the tile border of the tile that you're standing on. Yeah, so I think you'll all appreciate that. I'm going to do an archway across here, so you can go through the archway to go out that door. Okay, so let's right click, plan, wall. That's now done, so we right click, build, and we're looking for, here we go, wooden arched wall. There's so many of each type. Just check and have a look. I'm just trying to make sure I don't end up building a portcullis or something else as ridiculous. Wooden arched wall. There is a timber framed arch. I'm just going to go with this. Wooden arched wall. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm feeling that. So let's click on that. There you go. It's going to take the components. And now we add to the crafting window. And we continue. Let's spam it up, because we like hearing the hammer go, don't we? It's hammer time. Oh, quality is my... Yeah, do remember that the quality of your trowel or mallet determines the speed at which you build. It's not really going to be that noticeable to you Wurm Unlimited players, but to the Wurm Online players it makes a tremendous difference, because everything is much slower in Wurm Online, so that gives you great satisfaction when you manage to make a high quality tool or buy one, because you're going at this speed, you know, in Wurm Online. If you've got a nice 80 quality mallet or 80 quality trowel if you're making a stone building. Right, let's take a look at this latest creation. So there we go. There is a wooden archway, and it's like a open door, if you like. Well, it is what it says on the tin, for goodness sake. We can just walk through it. So there we go. That's demonstrating 3 different types of internal walls. I'm hoping, Joey, that this has answered any queries or questions that you may have had additional to the comment that you left asking about internal walls. Hopefully now you can go ahead and build one magnificent structure. Okay, so that concludes. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.